A little over a year ago, I heard of the city's plan to repair or demolish 1,000 homes in 1,000 days. I thought this to be an odd program. Well, what do we do in a region that they are dubbed shrinking? Well, one answer is demolition. The city decided they're going to repair or demolish 1,000 homes in 1,000 days, and they call us the Rust Belt of America. Well, there was an initiative that launched this past spring. Spring Forward, as it was dubbed, was designed to beautify the exteriors of many abandoned homes. Similar initiatives had been done in other cities and have been shown to build pride in one's neighborhood. I thought this to be an odd program. On one hand, I saw people invest in their community and working to better their neighborhoods. On the other, I saw a Band-Aid approach to the issue. These homes were abandoned. Beautifying the boards that keep people out doesn't solve that. I thought about it from time to time, and I thought, what if we bring the art inside? Turn this program inside out, or rather outside in. Gather a group of artists and give them free reign to create in these spaces, then invite the public in. We could turn the abandoned into the occupied. The idea would pop in my head from time to time, but I never acted, until 4 months ago, when I was out to dinner with a new friend who happened to be an artist. Nalani Stoltz and I talked about the idea, and it turned out she had a very similar one. We came at this from different perspectives, and we each brought something unique to the conversation. So that night, over a roll of vegetarian sushi and a glass of wine, we decided we'd try to find an abandoned home we could turn into an arts-driven community space. The next day, while working checkout at Porch, I asked a customer I'd recently learned in building rehab if he had any abandoned spaces he wasn't going to use for the next 6 months. I said, Steve, I want to turn one into an art installation space. Here's how Steve responded. Yeah, man, I got a few spaces you can look at. How about the Birdsell? The project Nalani and I discussed on our first date had just exploded. Now we needed artists. We had a space, a beautiful space. Our initial vision of 2 to 3 artists expanded to 8 to 10 when we got the Birdsell. So we drafted a call for artists and we sent it to them near and far. The response we received, it was overwhelming. We had submissions from over 40 artists, local artists, out of state, students, grad students, professors. Media ranging from photography and film to sculpture to the use of found objects, the project expanded again. Beginning on December 13th with our opening reception, 21 individual artists and collaborative groups will have their site-specific installations on exhibit throughout the 12,000 square foot mansion. Artists like Laura Thompson, who contort the human form to accentuate expression. Artists like Jack O'Hearn, who, through continued alterations, create a living, immersive, art space studio space. And collaborative groups using video mapping technology to project the beautiful interior of the home onto the exterior. This is what the Birdsell Project is. Gather a group of artists and let them have free reign to do what they do best. We wanted to use art as a way to change the way we, as a community, view and interact with abandoned spaces. Let art do what it does best. It became very evident that visual art wasn't the only way to fill this space. Our first event, held just 1 month after entering the mansion, was an album release and poetry reading by Peter J. Hostetler and Sade Murphy, respectively. Yeah, that's right. Since then, we've hosted a Halloween party. That thing was bonkers. We've had local and touring artists. Currently, at this moment, there's a horror flick being shot in the basement. Saturday's their first private party, and on Sunday, Alaskan artist Jimmy Rodin will present his work. We're looking at other ways to utilize this unique space. It just oozes potential. The basement could be used for a recording studio, a darkroom, a printing press. There are intimate spaces for book readings. This space is not a gallery, and we don't want it to be. We're currently in the process of developing an artist residency program where we'll house artists, feed them well, and invite them to create in this space and others. They'll get to experience the vibrancy of the area and contribute to it. The space is beautiful and should be open to the public. The owner gave us access to it free of charge or contract for 6 months. Steve, we can't thank you enough. But whether in this space or others, we want to continue to change the way we as a community view and interact with these spaces. Come to the Birdsell on the 13th. View the work of over 20 artists and help turn an abandoned space into one filled with life, filled with art. This is the Birdsell Project.